Hello, humans of the earth, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful day in 2021. My name is Dana,
And my name is Heidi.
and this is Fun Times with Dana and Heidi. As you all
Yeah,
know, today we'll be discussing some of the latest positive news stories. But first, we have our revolutionary, iconic, beautiful, amazing tweet of the week.
sorry
And
to interrupt, but as soon as you said 2021, my body and my mind did not click in my mind. So there was just like this long pause, and I was like, "What in the world did you just say?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, Happy New Year, everyone."
yes, Happy New Year, everyone. We're finally out of 2020. We're free, we're liberated. The vaccine is on the way, and hopefully everything will sail smoothly from now on. And yes, I'm excited just to
Yep.
see what the new year holds. I'm excited for the memes. I'm excited just to transition from this state, that terrible, terrible time. We're transitioning from it, we're moving forwards, and I love to see it. And yeah, I'm not going to get political, but I'm very excited and I'm very happy. So,
Not to get political, but I'm
not to
excited
get
too. I'm
political, but
so
I'm
happy.
happy. Yes. So, this tweet comes from at probably Alyssa, and it says Bill Nye is short for William New Year's Eve. Speaking of New Year's Eve, short for William New Year's Eve. Speaking of New Year's Eve, so but like I have always found it strange where nicknames come from. Like
Right?
I'm not sure how you derive certain nicknames from certain names. Like for some of them, it's pretty and William. They kind of sound the same, but
And
like I
Robert
know.
Staub.
Yeah, like, I don't know why people add B's and then only take a portion of a name and declare it a nickname, and also, I don't know how, like, you know how some people, like, have the nickname of Dick, but where do you get that from Richard? You know, like, there's no
Right?
correlation, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so
exactly. If you were to show me this tweet probably a few years ago, I would not understand what this meant because I actually found out about nicknames because I just remember being 12 years old and being so confused like what in the world? Like how do you get Bill from William? Like why do I call you this when your birth certificate says from William? Like why do I call you this when your birth certificate says this? So then when I saw this I was like, "Wow, that's true." And I sent it to straight to Dana.
yeah, she sent it straight to me, and then we put it in our tweet of the week factory, our magical factory where this happens. No, I'm joking. She just sent it to me, and then I put it line. But yes, I mean, very profound tweet, very, very has a lot of substance in it, and yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anyone abbreviate New Year's Eve with NYE, but you know what?
You
Sure.
haven't? You haven't.
No,
You
I
haven't?
I would like I would like because I would probably read it accidentally as like NYC instead of NYE. And then I would get confused because I was
Oh,
like New York, what? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I see, I see.
It doesn't click right with me. But you know, we love Bill Nye. I remember Bill Nye videos during like middle school. It was great. It was great. We love Bill Nye. We stand Bill Nye. And New Year's Eve went pretty great. It was at home,
Same.
but you know what? I got to binge watch my favorite shows, including Barry. Barry is such a great show. If you have HBO, you should watch it. It's so good.
Good to
But
know, good to
but
know, good to know.
I was watching like random like documentaries and stuff, and I was having a great time. And then I saw like you know how they have like the special performances, and yeah, it
Oh,
was great. Yeah,
Charles Dixon, no, Dick Clark, what? Dick Clark's
yeah,
New Year's special.
yeah. That one. I think it was either that like an NBC one of those. But Chloe and
Yeah.
Halle performed, and they killed it as always. It was great. Like so
I
much
this year, no, this past year, no, last year, has been really weird because they limited the New York ball drop to only 100 people, and I heard that several performers friends told me that she performed 3 times. I'm like, wow, just wow, like they're just like rotating apparently. I don't know. I thought that was pretty unique.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. that even though yes it is New Year's Eve, people are still taking safety measures as they should, and I think that once the ball dropped and everything, there wasn't like all that confetti and trash everywhere, just because there was like so little people compared to before. And so yeah, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how those people, like, in a traditional sense, right? I don't know how people, like, like, let's say this was like 2018 or something, and you see that people are right there in the front of the concerts, but there's tons of people there. So how long did they have to wait there in order to see that closely? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people there. How long did they have to wait there in order to see that closely? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people there. How long do you have to wait to be in the front row? Because I know that people camp, and it seems very extravagant to
Oh
me,
my
but like,
gosh, yes, they camp like the night before. I think that's frankly, in my opinion,
especially
take
because
the
it's
L.
always so cold in New York City, like they're out there camping in the cold and for a whole night in the street, like that's a
And then
little.
you get pushed to the front, like on the bars, like pushed. Oh, absolutely
Yeah.
not. It's no go for me. We hope that
Yes.
you guys had a great New Year's Eve, though. To
Yes,
our
hopefully
listeners,
it all went fine. We have bright hopes for this new year, and we're very
yes,
excited for political and non-political reasons. We are very excited. So now
this is a
Heidi
year
is
to
going to,
celebrate.
yes, time to celebrate. So now Heidi is going to tell you a very wholesome new story, and yeah, it's cute. Let's listen to
Yes,
it.
she will not pass the torch to me. And
Uh huh.
for today's news story, we have a boy who thought his pandemic birthday would be a no fun. Then a magician got involved. So I just worded that very weirdly. I apologize. But basically, there was this guy and no boy named Xander, which I think, not 10 Sophias. I think Xander's a very great name to have. And he had to spend his birthday in quarantine like most of us had or will have to, seeing how things are looking now. I think everyone's going to have to spend at least one of their birthdays in quarantine.
Hmm.
I know. Yeah, I know that your birthday was in September and mine was, yeah, I know that your birthday was in September and mine was in December. So we had a pandemic birthday and we couldn't really do much, but when you're
Yeah.
older, yeah, when you're older, it's not that big of a deal, right, Dana?
Yeah, but when you're young, like, your birthday is
It
such a huge
matters.
deal. It matters. Like,
It
even
matters.
though you're technically 1 year each, like, for example, when people say like, "Oh, I'm 20 something," it doesn't really make much of a difference. As you get older, your actual age starts making less and less of a
Yeah,
difference, but when you're young, it's like every single like birthday that you get older, it's like this
it's
monumental
important.
thing. It's so important, and pretty bummed
Milestone.
out too. Yeah, it's a milestone, and I would be pretty bummed out, if I was like a smaller kid and I would have to
Mhm.
spend my birthday inside. That would be kind of sad.
It was sad, yeah. And I was gonna add to that. And whenever you get older, the older you get, the more you feel like, my birthday happens every year, so it doesn't matter what I'll do this year because we always have next year. So it's something that happens very repetitive. So when you're older, it doesn't matter as much as it used to when you're a little kid. And I remember as a kid, my birthday and other people's birthdays were all I could look forward to. I remember like walking into
Exactly.
school or
Mhm.
someone else walking into I remember like walking into
Exactly.
school or
Mhm.
someone else walking into school and it was their birthday and you were the king and queen for the day. Like you were it. Like you got a
Yeah.
sticker and everything. It was a very grand celebration when you were younger. So obviously you can infer that Xander felt down in the dumps his entire birthday, but his mom and a magician named Rick Lax came in a clutch and they planned something special for his special day. And I got this from an article which had a video embedded into it, but I will just have to paint a picture using words today because this is a podcast, not a YouTube video. Old when he began practicing and performing magic tricks and illusions. I think they're in the same category. Let's just say that they're in the umbrella term we call them magic. So his parents had bought him a Toys R Us magic set back in the day when Toys R Us was still a thing. RIP to that store. I loved that store.
Oh
And
yeah,
he said,
oh
and
yeah,
he
it
said
closed down. It's not a thing anymore.
it's not a thing anymore. Like it doesn't exist. And he loved that magic set. Like Rick Lax, he was like, this magic set is it. Like, this is going to be my future. But unfortunately, when time came for college, someone can apply to, so he had to settle for law school, which is not his real passion. Like law, it was just
Yeah. Yeah.
like I don't
Dreams
have anything else
crushed.
to do. Yeah,
Poor
dreams
dude.
crushed. Dreams crushed exactly. So he was like, "Ugh, guess I have to go to law school." But since then, he has moved on to become and he helps create magic
Okay.
and produce TV shows. So I think that's so cool. Like, what an upgrade
I
from doing
know. He really
what?
turned his life around. Okay, make those money moves. All right. I love that for him.
Exactly. So basically, Rick and Xander's mom planned a little, like, a little thing in secret, a little rendezvous, you can say. And they decided this is how it was going to go down. And I'm going to describe the video to you right now. So this is taking place in a mall, in the mall food court. So just paint that in your head, paint that picture. And his mom had bought him a Happy Meal. The name Happy Meal really explains what's going to happen soon. So you know how the Happy Meal, it's like a box with an opening on one side, and there's like two sides, and then no, there's four sides, and one's bigger than the other.
Yeah, like it's like the little like the thing on the top.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
a
the arches
rectangular
on top.
prism.
Oh, like the thing on the top.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
like the arches
rectangular
on top.
prism.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the rectangular prism. We love
hmm
geometrical analysis of the Happy Meal box. Okay,
Yes,
continue.
we need to paint a very accurate picture.
Yes.
So what they did was they cut a slit on the side that Xander could not see, and it was see the side. And what happened was it was Xander and then his mom, and then there's a little bar with a little slit in the middle to divide the food court from the rest of the mall. There's a little barricade, and there
Okay.
was holes in the barricade. So next to the barricade, on the other side of the barricade was Rick Lax. So his mom was pulling things out of the Happy Meal, and it just kept coming because Rick would slide things into the hole and through the slit into the bag through the hole, and his mom would pull it out. So it just kept coming. The gifts kept coming. Do you see?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
see. I
So
understand the
mhm.
process.
Yeah. So that's the process. And so his mom was pulling things out, and then Rick was handing them to her through the hidden slit in the bag. And one by one, it started off small. It was, for example, first of all, the food, fries came out, then the drink, then the final present, which was a new iPhone. And I'm pretty sure it was the newest iPhone. Like, even I don't have that iPhone. It was so cool.
Wow. All right. He's out here balling with this iPhone. Okay. I love that
Exactly.
for
And like,
him. And he's
I
happy
think
too.
Xander, yeah, I think he was like, and like,
And he's
I
happy
think
too.
Xander, yeah, I think he was like eight. I really don't have a good analysis on painting people's pictures. I mean, guessing people's ages. Wow. And I think he was around 8. So obviously he's not at that point where he's checking, oh my gosh, like what can this be and blah 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 blah. Because when you're little, oh my gosh, like what can this be and blah 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 blah. Because when you're little, what you see is what you get. And
Hmm.
so at first he was confused, like where is this coming from? Why, like how can that all fit into that tiny Happy Meal? But at the end, he was very happy because the phone was coming out, and he was like, "Wow!" And you can see from the beginning of the video, he had like a very sad, very down in the dumps type of look. And in the end, he was like, "Oh my gosh, yay!" with a big smile on his face, and I thought that was super cute.
Yay. You see, it's such a creative way to boost spirits during a Xander's gonna be super happy with his new iPhone and his illusions that have been proven to be very fruitful for him. Lots very, very great. Go Xander. Hooray. So now moving on to our next news story. I think this is really cute and it's like a really helpful idea. Too. It's a new app called Making Authentic Friendships that is designed to help those with special needs make friends. And so through the app, the people that use it, the participants, they can make friends based on age, diagnosis, interests, and location. And so the app is available for Android and is helping people in 45 different countries. And I think that this is such a wholesome idea, and it really addresses an important need for people with disabilities, that they could still go out there and be social and have friends in their lives, and people have that kind of support, you know? And
Ah,
so
yes,
yeah, it's a really adorable idea. And I believe that the founder created this app because she has a brother with autism. And so that encouraged
oh,
her to make the app. And I thought that was so cute. I thought that like we need more apps like this, not like those weird like uh shady like those weird like uh shady shady apps, like, you know, where you get like those really annoying ads, and then they're just like shady actors, and if they're
yes,
like very small
yes,
children and they have like nonsensical title names. We need less of those and more of these, okay? This is such
yeah.
yeah, and it's doing a lot of good in the world, you know? Even something as small as an app can make a very large impact. And so that's why I wanted to share this with you all today. And also, I was looking at
I
like
will
the
download this.
yeah, I was
I
looking at
will
like the
literally
formatting.
download this.
Yeah, I was looking at the formatting of like the app, and it's like
You
very
download it?
amazing, you know? Yeah,
You downloaded it?
I saw like pictures of like the app, like people were going through it, like a video. And I thought it was very cute, and I wanted to share that with you all today. So if you know anyone who could benefit from that, go ahead and give it a download. But yeah, I thought that was really cute.
I will download this. I literally will. And because I remember Snapchat came out with like a little, I forgot the name for it, but it was similar to meeting people. I know that it was a networking app. And it looks very like like it was not my type of friendship, you know? It was more like men posting
Oh,
who knows what and
that's
making
not good. Yeah, no.
very not good. Yeah. So then I'm like, this is not the type of friend I wanted to meet, you know? Like I want to meet actual friends. So good to know. I will now download this app and I will meet new friends.
Oh my god, I'm looking at the app right now. So helpful as well. Like you can make a little avatar, and then you have like a map and stuff, and then it has like videos about like internet safety and stuff. So like
Oh
you can be
yes.
safe when you're navigating these sort of networking things. I think that's so cute. Sorry y'all. I just think that's so wholesome. So cute. Sorry y'all. I just think that's so wholesome. So
I'm looking at
yes,
it
if you
too.
know of
And it
anyone
looks
who
so
could
nice.
yeah, it does,
Oh.
right?
It's
So
like
yeah,
the
if you
friend
guys
version of
know
Tinder. It's like the friend
yeah,
version of
yeah,
Tinder.
yeah, it's like the
Like
cute and wholesome and positive version of Tinder. Cute and wholesome and positive version of Tinder. Yes.
or like Bumble
Or Bumble,
or
one of
Hinge.
those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I remember like the Hinge commercials would play like every day, and now they're not there anymore. Maybe they got enough people. I don't know. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed. Actually, really interesting to the science talk segment with me, Dana. So this is about a Stanford designer named Phil Ross who is making bricks out of fast-growing mushrooms that are stronger than concrete. So this man managed to make a brick out of mushroom, and then also on top of that, make it super super tough and practically indestructible.
Imagine having a plant-based house.
That would be that's like next level, like eco-friendly lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like you thought you were
Yeah.
sustainable. Look at the dude over there who has a plant-based house. Get on his level. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Get on this
You
level.
know what I mean?
Get on this level. Get on it.
Get on his level. Get on it. So his main design that he has created is a 6x6 mushroom brick made from something called reishi mushrooms. And he doesn't use the actual mushroom or like the fruiting body, like the thing that comes out of the mushroom, but he uses something within it called mycelium, which are the fast growing roots that make up the vast majority of mushrooms, of fungus life forms.
So he
So
doesn't use the dome part?
no, he uses the roots. He yeah, it
Oh.
says that his main yeah, the main thing. And so mycelium grows fast, and it's also incredibly durable, waterproof, non-toxic, fire resistant, and biodegradable. There's nothing to lose here. It's a really great invention. And so what he does, his process is that he grows the mycelium in bags of sawdust and then he dries them and cuts them. They digest cellulose in it and convert it into chitin, which is the same fiber that insect exoskeletons are made from. And so
Oh,
after
kind of.
that he uses that material to make the brick, and he describes the brick as incredibly hard, shatter resistant, and can handle enormous amounts of compression. So I think this has a lot of potential, both architecturally, environmentally, and just like for engineering purposes. I think this is a really interesting invention, and I'd like to see, maybe in the future all of our houses.
Yeah, I think you would definitely save a lot of trees.
Yeah, for sure. And also, yeah, I mean, it's really, if it's that durable, then I would like to see like maybe how it holds up over time, like to have a
Yeah,
biodegradable house. You know what I mean? It would be interesting to see how
exactly.
that works out. So yeah, we love to see it. Science is great. We get new
I
inventions.
love science. I think science is the foundation of life. Anyways, keep
Period.
going.
Okay, so now I'm going to pass you the torch once again so that you can review a very good movie that you are very interested in.
In which you have not watched, in which I will make you watch. And
Yes. Yes.
today we present Soul by Pixar. And I'm sure you guys have heard this at one point or another, whether it's on a ad or on Twitter with your friends, because this is what the buzz is about. This movie is so good, and it gives like Inside Out and Coco vibes, like that type
I
of
love
vibe. You know,
Coco. Coco is such a good movie.
they
And
were my
Inside Out
favorite
was
movies.
cute too. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm not very much a big movie eater. Oh my gosh.
Ha.
Movie watcher. Like I'm not very into movies like but I haven't watched a movie in probably 4 years. Like I sometimes will get dragged into movies and that's the only time where I watch a movie, but I'm just not a big movie watcher. Like I don't like sitting through 2 hours and going through a lot of emotions that I already have in life. So I didn't see the point of movies because first of all, they're just too long. I could not sit through that. And plus the anxiety. This movie really took me off my feet and it was so good. Like this definitely changes the way I view movies now because this is one of the best movies I have ever watched. And it is by Pixar, so it's family friendly and it's an animation, so there's no real people except for the voice actors, and it's a very cute cartoon. And something about me is I love cartoons a lot more than like real people like I do. I love the animation that goes into it, and I love like the fictional characters that are built from it. And not to say that I hate real people movies, I do, but the ones with the cartoons have my heart.
Yes, I
And
get what you mean.
right?
When you're watching an animated movie, there's so much more to look at. So it feels a lot more alive than it does, like,
Yeah, it's
especially
a lot more eye
when it's like,
pleasing.
yeah, and then like unless it's like very specially designed, like if you're watching like some random like try like art house type of movie where it's like super like quiet and it takes forever for something to happen, like some sort of war movie or something, then it's a lot more boring. But animation, it there's a lot you can do with it because especially with something as kind of like a dark a subject that Soul has, it manages to make it a lot more alive. You know what I mean? And you can
And
do a lot more
friendly.
with it. Yeah, yeah.
This really made my eyes settle because usually I can't handle looking at people for too long on the TV. That sounds
Hmm.
horrible. Not in that way.
Not in that way,
Not in that
in a
way.
good way, in a good way. But you know what?
In a good
If
way.
Soul has managed to make a movie hater love a movie, it's got to be pretty good. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly, Dana. And I can't really talk much about the movie because I will spoil it. So I'm gonna just give you like a little plot, the beginning plot, and it's basically this guy named Joe, this character Joe, eh, really has a passion for piano, and he thinks that his purpose in life is to play piano. And he had a really, really good gig and like the gig of his lifetime. Like, for example, me and Dana's dream is to meet Chloe X Halle, right? And
Yes.
to connect it to Seoul, it was as if we had met Chloe X. It was as if we had met Chloe X Halle. Like that would be our climax in life. And
Mm,
so Joe was given the deal, like the gig of his lifetime with this really famous singer, a saxophone player. But after he gets the call that he got the gig, accident and dying. Do you hear my dog in the background? Hold up.
yes, he's vibing.
Thank God she's gone. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
we're back. We're back on air. So yes, Joe had gotten the gig of his lifetime with his idol, which is a saxophone player. But then he got into an accident, like a very foolish accident. And but then he got into an accident, like a very foolish accident. And that's where I leave you. And so he, throughout the movie, he finds his purpose in life is not his passion in life. And this is what I took from the movie and the message that I got from the movie, the main one, because I got from the movie, the main one, because there are so many different messages, is that our purpose in life is to live. It's not anything else. It's just to live. And it's so good. Like, I don't even know how to explain it in real words, because it had a very ambiguous ending. So it was very open to interpretation. So about the movie. So I suggest watching this movie with some friends or virtually with some friends and like calling over after the movie and asking, oh, what did you get to this? Because I watched this movie with a few friends who dragged me into it, and we were really able to feed off of each other and learn even more from each other from the movie, because that's just how the ending was. It was very ambiguous, and it was a really beautiful ending, because usually I hate ambiguous endings, but this movie is an exception because it was really good, because all the messages you got from it were good, and it was no longer iffy. It was solid. Like, the message in the movie was solid. This movie is very family friendly. Obviously, whenever you're older, you get the more deeper meanings of the movie, and when you're younger, you see, oh my gosh, yay, blah 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 blah, this happened. But anyways, everyone learned something from it. Like, my friend's parents learned something from it, and my friends' little siblings learned something from it. Little siblings learned something from it. So this movie really is a one size fits all type of movie. I haven't heard anything bad about this movie. It's so good, and it really made some people question their life choices. So I hope this movie can change your life for the better. If you wanted to, you can anywhere else at the moment, but I borrowed my friend's Disney Plus account and I watched it with them. So that was what did it for me. And something to note about this movie is that the credits were very long, because it was very well deserved. So many people worked on it. The credits were around 15 minutes long, and
Oh
this
my
is because,
gosh.
yeah, on the screen per second. It was crazy, but there was so many people that worked on this great movie that the credit scene was definitely deserved. It was very long.
Well, it definitely paid off. We love to see it. I love that for them. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good movie. I think I'm going to wait until next month to get Disney Plus. Wait until next month to get Disney Plus, because I already have a couple subscriptions going on right now, but like I really 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 want to watch this movie. And yeah, I mean, like you said, I've heard nothing but good things. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Excited to have that sort of existential crisis, but Pixar version. We love to see it.
Exactly. And for today's motivational quote, we have a quote by Samantha Sinder, and she said, mistakes are proof that you are trying. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, guys. You have to fail to succeed.
Period. Yes. We love Samantha Snyder for sharing that piece of wisdom with us. So thank you. We love Samantha Snyder for sharing that piece of wisdom with us. So thank you to everyone who has made it this far. That ends our podcast episode for today. Make sure to follow us at FunTimesWDH so you can get updates on our podcast, beautiful memes, and many other lovely little things that we leave for our loyal listeners. And also make sure to visit our website, linked in the description, if you want to read more about today's news stories. So that is all for today, and we hope that you had fun with Dana and Heidi.
Yes, and just like the message that was given in Seoul, have fun in life with Fun Times, Dana and Heidi. See y'all next time.